forgot to do that. Forgot down there. That's music. Hopefully that all went without an issue. So, put that down. It's broken at half time anyway, so I hope you can hear me. Yeah, well, I hope so anyway. Okay, so we've got, who's on at the moment? We've got Mr. Gotti and Dave. So welcome, welcome. Is that light? I hope it's not too dark. It was lighter before, but big dark cloud outside. All right. Yes. All right. So here I am. I've got this little truck. So let's have a look at that. I've really got no news because I said most of it yesterday. Not yesterday. When was I on last time? Anyway. Actually, I'm going to have to. That's not a good. I need to fix the lights. That's better, isn't it? Although I look a little bit washed. Sorry about this. I thought I'd have all this sorted, but I didn't because I was running a little bit late. So, here we are. Gear Guts Truck. It's all blue. This ended up taking 4 coats. I did another one off stream when I finished, and yeah, so all the rest only took about 2 coats to get through, but the canopy, it just sucked up the paint, and there were little bits of black left, but no, it's all fine. So really, I'm going to probably work on the canopy today. I probably won't need to do much work on the rest of the truck. I think I'm going to keep it that. I don't think it needs another coat, but I'll probably maybe work on the windows and maybe some of the gubbins, but let's try and see if I can get this truck working. Now, was there a little music with the "I'll be back soon"? Did that work out quite nice? I've testing new things, trying to make it all professional, but I can't actually hear it when it comes through. So, and as before, I'll be doing all my mixing off camera because it just looks ugly. Okay, so what's everyone been up to? How's your hobby week going? Well, how was it? Instead of hobby week's almost over, isn't it? Oh, yuck. I think this blue is on its last legs. Thanks to the, what do they call that stuff? Australia's lovely humidity. There was some radio music. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's what I wanted to hear. That's what I wanted to hear. Nice. Okay. What I am... What I thought I'd do, now I'm not quite sure if you can actually see it along here. There's a line, so it looks like there's 2 different canvases. So I'm actually going to paint the second half, the bottom half, a different colour blue, and then add different camo. So that's what I thought I'd try. I don't know if that's a good thing or not, but hey, we can experiment here. I just thought that it might look a bit nicer. So you've got a nice top-down approach. You can, hopefully you can see. Thanks to SX4 for giving me that hint. So Dave's cutting boys off the old start collecting sprue box for boys and tank buster conversions. Nice, nice. Because you all know that, yeah, the resin tank busters are too limited. They are too limited. I never actually got, well, yeah, I did. I never liked it. I just found them a bit problematic. Especially because it gives you that one tank hammer, which I love the model, but yeah, really for play-wise, if you want to take it to competitions. And yeah, I made a whole lot of tank busters. You're working on some terrain, Mr. Gotti. Excellent. So I haven't seen a video of yours for a while. Have you been quiet on that front, or is my algorithm's not working for me at the moment? Actually, be in the back, they can do that too. Actually, I think I like this. I think I like this colour better than the original blue. Oh no! It's almost made me think, oh, maybe I shouldn't do camo and just paint it all this colour, because I really like the contrast at the moment. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more. This is sucking it up. Oh, okay, yep. Child issues can always be a bit of an issue when you've got family considerations. All right. So, the Cromlech. Some really exciting stuff. Releases with the Cromlech. I'm sort of blown away. Only a couple of weeks till October. It's all going to be very exciting. I really like those bikes. I think the bike with the big death roll at the front is probably my favourite. And I also like the floating shock attack gun, the drones, and the goblin workers too. The goblin workers, they're probably my three favourite kits. Look, I'd be very surprised if I had the money to buy the big thing, and I'm not quite sure where I could put the big thing. And being Cromlech, and living in Australia, the postage. Look, my brain almost went on me. Words are not an issue, so words are becoming an issue. See, I can't even get that right. And there's another little bit here. Do I make a separate bit, or do I might do that later. Okay, so while that's drying, try some, put some camo here, I think. Just so I just thought I'd go for a random swirly shapes. A bit like what I did with this little buggy. Possibly. I didn't do that. I should have done that. I should have added that in, shouldn't I? Why didn't I do that? I don't think I've got that. No, I can't do it. Yeah, that was fun. Sorry, I'm getting about the camera angle. I'm really, it's just... All right, I've got to talk. Okay, guys, give me, what would you like to talk about? Give me a comment and I will do what needs to be done. All right, so... All right, so who's still here? I don't want to leave me at the moment. I've got only 2 people, but I can see 3 people talking. Okay, I'm sorry if that's an issue. Is that really bad? Please stay. Please stay. I need validation. So this, yeah, it's still sucking up the blue. Look at that there. Look at that splotchy there. Wow, that is big. How bad are the socks? I don't know. Probably, you know, they're a cute gimmick. But I only wear socks when I go out at winter time, really. Or to fancy dinners, and that hasn't been happening for a little while. You never know when enough is too much with camo. So that was the Lotharian blue there. Now what? I'm debating to where to go white. Actually. Don't tell me the cat has knocked off the white somewhere. I can't see the white paint. Ah! Yeah, that's, I think I'll do that. All right, sorry about that. It's nice about the camera. You can always add another patch to break it up. Yeah, I suppose. Which I'm going to do now. Oh, I missed that bit, didn't I? So this is a mixture of the Lotharian blue and the and camo, Ogren camo there. It just has a bit of a bluish sort of feel to it, doesn't it? My attempts have just turned up into dry brushing efforts. They could just be, I don't know. I suppose whether you like. I always try new. I can never. I'm not going to have the patience for dry brushing. It always seems to be more of a wet brush than a dry brush. Okay, so what is that there? Oh yeah, that works. I was a bit unsure. That was a little bit too. We will need a darker colour on the black blue to the back blue. And I'm gonna need a lot of coats. Oh look, that sounds like the cat is outside trying to get in, but I don't know, do I really want the cat in? It's been annoying me. I tend to dry brush. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. I tend to dry brush right at the end with silver to sort of get the silver highlightings. It seems to be, or the steel highlightings. Alright, just let that dry a little bit because brush sort of starts wettish and then I tend to blend away to a dry point. Yeah, that's sort of how I do it. I tend to use my arm to sort of wet most of the stuff off so that my hand will have a whole lot of it'll end up just being covered in paint and then it sort of works. Sometimes it's a bit wet. I find metallic dry brushing it works better for me. All the other non-metallics. There he is. The white. I got the white. Hooray! Hooray! Okay, so what is happening? What is happening? No, I won't do that just yet. Let's grab a tea. Oh, nice. All right, well, go and get your tea. Yes. I'm assuming that's a cup of tea. Not. Oh, could be. Alright, so yeah, see, it's sucking it up when I get this colour up. I don't want it to fade, I really want it to be a bit more brighter. And hey, Gitman, or Jude, how are you? This fine evening. Well, it's yeah, what sort of late afternoon, going to the evening over there, isn't it, where you are? Have a good week? Have you had a good week? Did you get up to, have you got up to lots of mischief? Being a teenager, it is your duty to get up to mischief. I'll probably get cancelled for this. Encouraging. That's better. And just well, didn't really cover all of that, so maybe a little. That should lead to a bit of a patchy faded effect. Hopefully. Having pizza. Oh, I have not had food yet, and I almost did a bad thing. So this went over there to where my tea is. We couldn't have that. Right. Oh, I'll tell you what. First coffee for the day. Well, first milky coffee for the day anyway. For dieting reasons. Oh, dieting reasons. Well, it was a bit later. I was hoping to get by 9 o'clock. I was going to start. So an hour and a half ago is when I wanted to talk, but a few things happened. I had to mow the lawn and I woke up late and I was hoping to get a few people in at that time, but I'm a bit unsure what this time zone's like. I know it's for the States, we're going into evening, so it's Friday evening. So maybe everyone's getting ready to go out. I was sort of hoping to grab some of that crowd, but that doesn't seem to happen. Hasn't seemed to have happened. Oh, English. I think I'd be better at English. It's not coming up too well, is it? What have I done? Maybe it's the wrong colour. I'm going to have to highlight. It's not the right word, is it? It's not the right word at all. Hmm. Making a dog's breakfast of this, aren't I? Needs a big darker. The blue needs something darker, so I am going to try a darker blue. Ah, yep. That's a bit better, isn't it? When will we get home so you have dinner? Nice. Good Friday night stuff. Okie dokie. Now I'm gonna wait. I'm thinking that's enough at the moment because it's just not. I really need this to dry. So I think while I'm doing that, I might have a go at this glyph at the front. And can we see that? And I don't know, sorry about that, my mind is going and I am forgetting to save things. Alright, let's get some on this skull at the front. So it's Lothern blue, as you do. Hey, you guys are going to give me some topics to talk about. What are we going to talk about? Let's do some interactive content. And of course, oops, got to stop doing that whistling thing. That's really annoying. I do that. You doing? No, I'm not doing the rocket challenge this month. A lot of people might not know this, but for personal and mental health reasons, I left that group. And this really isn't the place to be talking about that. No fault of others. I just hasn't been fun for me, and I just decided it was time to leave. So I'm not there. I'm over at the Brain Boys, is where you'll catch me most of the time. So I'm there. So no real controversy. It was just having some mental health issues, and I just thought it would be best to sort of leave. But I hope you're doing anything. Yeah, so what are people working on? Having fun, that's right. I tell you what, if I put the link to the Breakfast Club, so what I'll do is I will put a link to okay, there you go, the Breakfast Club, and in the oops. And in the hobby, talking hobby stuff, go through, put what you've been working on, take a photo, put that through, and we'll have a little look at it. How's that? Does it sound like fun? And of course it sounds like fun. Actually, showing off your work. Put in showing off your work. That's probably a better one to do. Actually, I just realised that one will probably be an old link. So try that one. That one's better. Go there. Got any photos? And yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, let's get back. When gaming, do you like sparse terrain or dense terrain? Ooh, let me have a think about that. Being trucks and battle wagons, I think I prefer. Hang on, I can't see myself. I think I prefer a bit more terrain, but spread out a bit so the trucks can go through. You sort of need that terrain to keep orcs as viable. I suppose that the extra toughness. Well, I don't know. I haven't played, so I haven't played a game yet of the new codex, but I'm assuming that toughness 5 is going to help us a little bit, and I'm hoping that a bit of extra cover will help too. So that's just a theory. It's probably a good theory. But yeah, we're waiting for paint to dry. Well, this is exciting viewing here. Let's watch paint dry. Woohoo! Okay, so a little bit more blue. Yeah, he's going to need. It's the thing with this plastic that they use. it really loves the paint. It just wants to suck it up. And not like it's a buttercup. And of course, see, look, I've made a little oopsie there. So I'm going to have to go over that a bit later too. And that is half of my painting style. Fixing the mistakes that I have done. And I've made another. But I'll just go in with a thinner brush a bit later and clean that up. See, making mistakes, all bloody things. So later, yeah, you did. I'm not a her. I'm a Mr. Jude. You're misgendering me. You got to Mr. Gender me. I saw that, a rocket platform, Mr. Gotti. I did see that somewhere. That looks really good. You posted that up on your Facebook, your Mr. Gotti Facebook page, didn't you? And shared it somewhere. And the Geargas items have gotten sometimes that on the same model you have the paint that just sucked into the plastic or refused to adhere. I've never had it refusing to adhere, but it's not to say that that wouldn't happen. See, where you'd be getting yours from a different supplier, so different plastics. Yep, that's him. So I'm going to wait for this little bit of stuff to dry before I go over it again. Yep. So while I'm doing that, hang on, the lighting's fade again. I'll go and see if I can fix that lighting. Be back soon. Okay, so I am sorry about that. That's about as good as this light's gonna get. I'm awfully sorry, and I don't know why. Actually, yes, I do. Good thing I'm not doing the washing today. Alright, so I just thought I'd put this little glyph, put some white on him too. And we can see that. I hope my hand's not in the way. Ah, yeah. Okay. Oh, that big mistake's really starting to bug me. It's really starting to bug me big time. And look at that, I'm not in the right thing. I get my framing right, don't I? Gotta get my framing right. So, yes, they're a looming pain in the ass. That's what they are. And that was a bit of Aussie humour. Okay, while I'm waiting for the paint to dry. I'll get a little of the bone, more guest bone, and work on the skull. So yeah, just a little bit of Morghast bone all over here, and I'll probably, when he's dry, give him a little bit of a wash, and then bring it up with what's that word? With a shanty bone. That's how I usually do it. So, message redacted. What did you say? That was so bad that you had to redact the message. Did you say rude words? You didn't say rude words, did you? Okay, nice. Thanks, Mr. Gotti. I have seen your. I'll show that off soon, but I'll wait till. I might just go through the whole thing and just show that what other people have done, either they're here or not. Have a look, and then we might turn this to a bit of a thing. Okay, so what have we got? Some of the paint is still drying. Heading off now. Hope you all have a nice day. Until then, say bash often, bash early, and bash often. So catch you later, mate. Have a good time, and I will see you around the traps. All right. Need some more white. Actually, I don't have much white at all. I'm going to have to go and probably buy some in the not too distant future. I'll probably do that when I'm finished, go online and buy it. And I need some other colours. I'm actually toying with the idea of getting some Vallejo colours and testing those out. A little bit too watery for my liking. This there you go. There you go. He's starting to look nice, isn't he? Yeah, look at that's the colour I want. Sweet. And on here as well. Nice. Nice. He's looking good. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I am actually going to, with the white, I'm just going to circle the blue bits. Just surround where the blue meets the dark blue. I'm not going to do it where the green meets the colours. I'm going to use another colour for that. So very, very similar to how I used this. So one was Morgas bone, one was Ashanti bone. No, one was Ogden camo, and the other one was Morgas bone. So that's how that worked out. So it's a style that seems to work for me, so I thought I would replicate it in blue to see how that translates. It's, I don't know, it's looking good, I think. I think it's looking good. But I am going to have to go through and tidy up some of these, this blue, especially this little green one. He just didn't have a good time, did he? And I'm going to do the same thing with the other back canopy, but not surround the light blue, but the dark blue. Oh, Mr. Bracky, you're doing quite all right here, aren't you? Having a wonderful time. Okay. Oh, I didn't do any dark blue on this side. I'm going to have to, oops. Oopsies. Insight into the methodology that I use when I'm painting. And that is, I don't have one. It works for me. Cheers, mate. Thank you for those kind words. Seems to be working quite well, doesn't it? Definitely do this. Definitely do this again. And I'm going to have to do something about the being no blue here, so I'm going to splotch that on, splotch that on, splotch that on. I think it needs to have a little splotch down here too. Now I purposely, there was a little bit of a wet bubble there, I purposely went over that to sort of give it a bit of a bust, so that hopefully it should come up as a bit of a, look like a little bit of a tear or a little bit of a hole. I might probably work on that a little bit later. It seems a little bare there. No, I'm going to leave that. Leave that. Okay, wash that. Just going over that where it needs to be a bit, where it's sort of fading, because it's really no colour there. That looks pretty good. While I'm waiting for that to dry, what I will do, I'll get a little bit of this Beltane green and just wash in along where the breaks are, so along here. Should get a little bit of a dirty look when that's done. And I'm just going to do that little bit there because it's a little break. Voila, peanut butter jelly sandwiches. Yeah, cool. That's what I want to do. Experimenting here. Palette hand. Yeah, I know it's the best thing. I've also got this too, but we wash, we wash, we wash. While I think of what colour is going to best go around the greeny bluey colour. And I wonder. I'm going to test down here and see if it works. Hang on, I'll be back shortly. Sorry about that. Okay, so what do we think? Can we see it? We can't, can we? Maybe I need to add a little bit. Going completely contrasty here, completely contrasty. I think that's the trick with camo. You need the outlines. And let's do this, I think. I don't know. Total contrast. I tried the, what do they call that? Xeris purple, but it was too dark. It actually might work on the, it might actually work on the other one. So then I mixed the flash kit yellow with the purple to give it this interesting baby shit colour. Yes, no, no, yes. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, yeah, it's much better than the purple, isn't it? It really gives a bit. Actually, what it's starting to remind me of is Indigenous Australian art. Like, it's definitely some of the colours they use. They're like an earthy brown, which is sort of in circles. Yeah. Will it work? Oh yeah, it works in these colours as well. Although I'm going to have to go back and do that. Well, that was a happy accident, wasn't it? Oh, no, I'm going all Bob, aren't I? Everyone needs a happy accident. More zazz. Don't you put that in a drink? Sarsaparilla. Didn't do all that concentric circles here, did I? Alright. Stop whistling, Michael. Stop whistling. Still trying to get this mixture right. It just didn't work. I put a little bit too much purple in it, so I'm going to need a little bit more yellow. Yellow. It is a bit like a blue ring pop octopus. So they tend to have really orange and blues. So vibrant. I was, many years ago. I think I went back up home and took my now wife up to visit the family. And I lived in central Queensland in a coastal area. And we went out to the beach and we're looking along the rocks. And in the rock pools was a blue-ringed octopus. And it was really, the blue was just such a vibrant, not really sky, not really navy. Yahoo, serious. I met him. Allah, I met him. Where did I meet? Where was it? Oh God, because he was about my age, and he was a bit of hit and miss. Like the first movie was great. The second movie was a little bit weird, but he just pulled out all the Aussie puns in the first movie, and it was great. It was really nice. And he seemed like a nice enough fellow. I think it was one of the many parties I went to in the late 80s, early 90s. But yeah, I liked the first movie. The second movie was he's just a little bit too out there. He seemed okay. I think he's done quite a lot. He did quite a lot putting the Australian film industry on the map, which was good. It's always a good thing. But there were things going on that movie that I just don't think. Emu or. I know everyone likes to talk about that. It's a dark history and time that we Aussies like to forget. No, not really. Not really at all. But it's amazing how many people like to bring that up. Now I forgot to do these shapes, didn't I? Do this blue. You know what? Just going to whack that in there to be different. Sorry, I did that off. No, that was a mistake doing that white bit, wasn't it? All right, I'll fix that. One thing I like about with orcs and doing sort of this stuff, you can sort of experiment. If it doesn't work, you can just paint over the bugger. No, it's not there. Oh well. Yeah, that would be a really hard movie to find. Actually, I think it bummed here. It really did bum here. And I'm not quite sure why. Do you know what? I can't really remember. I think that people were expecting so much good things because of the first one. And yes, I am saying the first one. Do you think? Because I can't think of its name. I can remember all the apples being on the university. Remember the surfboard scene where he made a surfboard. And the song Great Southern Land with Ivor Davies. Of course, he did have a Davies, but he wasn't afraid to use it. All right, so is the brown really popping on the back here? Not really, is it? Pops a bit better. It's the same colour, but has a different sort of effect, so odd. How odd. Let's see if I can bring it up. Can we see it? No, it's not. It's not working for me. See, it works on that one, it doesn't work here. Well, gee, there's such a lag on this. There is such a big lag on this. I know you're talking about things that... So I'm not really... I know you're typing away and I probably can't... You think, oh, he's not talking to me. But yeah, there's such a big lag between... I get that. So, Aussie Stereotypes. It's a bit of a hard one, how Aussies feel about Aussie Stereotypes. We do like to ham it up, and a lot of what you saw in, say, Crocodile Dundee for an example, there are a lot of people out there who would have loved to be Crocodile Dundee, especially Paul Hogan. I mean, he was the type of Aussie ochre bloke from the 70s and 80s that people actually thought that if they wanted to be, that was the Aussie man to aspire to, in some sort of sense. And yes, I am changing completely. I've decided to go for the back a little bit better and go completely yellow, because it didn't pop too well on the light blue canvas. Much better, hey? Much better. Yep. Just going to put that there, put that there, put that there. And so I'm not going around that blue, because that blue is meant to be on that side. So if that made sense. I didn't finish that sentence, did I? Halfway through. Didn't give that sentence a conclusion. No worries. What are we no worrying about? Oh, that's right, the lag. See? I remember these things sometimes. Oh, shocking. Going through a little bit of depression at the moment, and my memory gets so short, especially short-term memory. And yes, much better. Much better. I'm quite happy with that. Now, while I've got the yellow out, I think put some light on the situation and paint some lights. And of course I paint over the... And I'm starting to make mistakes, so that means I've been doing this for over an hour without a break. And so, there you go, a little bit of yellow on the lights. And do you know what? Because I'm starting to make mistakes, I think I'm going to add up. So let's go and have a look. Let's go and have a look at the stuff on, I forgot what it's called. Go over here. That doesn't look too good, so hopefully you're seeing this. Alright, so I'm going to go all the way up and go through and have a look. And we're seeing that. Okay, so there's that. Hopefully you can see everything there. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so let's start and have a look. So this is some work that Disson was on. So he's doing some boys. And this is a while ago. So what we talked about 11 days ago. It's quite nice. Yeah, some quite little work going on there. It's for his goths, I think. I'll have a look at that. So more of that stuff. So here's the finished product. The lighting. So yeah, not the best lighting, but yeah, very, very, very gothy there. And some more from Disson. And here is Gitman's or Jude's. He's working on his biker. I think he's finished that. A bit hard to see the red tones on the bike. So try and get some better photos. So, and here's some work from the Commandos that Mr. Gotti's been doing. They'll just pass through that. So I can have a look. So forgive me, there'll be no paint on that yet, would there? Offer a tick or two, must find sustenance. Well, we might be finishing up soon. It was the so I don't know if I'm here or not, but yeah. Oh, okay. So you went to Australia a couple of weeks in your teens. It was for the year of the Olympics. Was that 2000s? It's about then, wasn't it? That was fun. That would have been fun. Come see the Olympics. We went to Sydney. Sin City. I used to live there, but not anymore. What else we got? So, here's some more. Here they are. This is much better photos. So, I went too far away. Liking those colours. It's a really interesting yellowish colour. Really interesting yellow colour there. It's quite nice. Yeah, they come on really, really nicely, mate. They come on really well. And the terrain piece. So I did see a little bit. I'm going to skip through that because I'll go to. So Jude, this is Jude's biker. So he's got a bit of lighting. So yeah, so he's done some nice highlighting along here with the red there and the blue. And he's a nice little solid paint job. Can't complain about that. So this is the terrain piece. Wow, this is huge. That's going to be massive. That is going to be massive. Wow, look at those paddle pop sticks. A lot of ice blocks. Yeah, I really want to see more of this stuff. I really want to see more of this stuff. This is great. Okie dokie. Yeah, this is fantastic stuff. I'm really liking that. So those twigs, coffee stirrers or ice cream sticks, depending on what you want to call them. And some old git. Been doing some stuff. He's got, I think that's a gear guts walker type thing. Interesting. And some more walkers. I think they are, I don't know where they're from, but they look quite nice, liking the colours. Packed a lot of stuff in this, some old git. I like this. This is going to look really quite nice here. And camo work on here looks pretty good. My voice went up a octave. The biggest purple camo project. Let's have a look at this. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's amazing. That's huge. Would you ever put it on a table or you just like making stuff? Yeah. Yeah, the purple and blues work quite well, I think. A whip wall. So what have we got in here? So there's some more terrain, lots of terrain, and some things underneath. Excellent stuff. And some old git is got these. I think that's a gear guts design. Looking good. Can't wait to that, but painted. And make the spruce all nice and textured so much. Let's check this out. Nice, looking really good. Okay, so that's all the work that people have been doing on. So thank you all for that. And all right, I've forgotten where me. All right, so that was it. There's some really good work there. Keep up the good work. Get in. It's good to see lots of hobby being done. That's fantastic. Look, I am going to toddle off. So thank you all very much. And yeah, it's been a blast. I'm going to go. I've been on here a bit too long. I usually like to go over to Discord and unwind, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to go outside and sit in the sun for a little while. So thank you very much for being with me all this time. It's been a pleasure. And remember, if you're going bashing, if you're going crumping, you got to bash early and bash often.